Thanks for staying with ICU News. We have just received a report that residents of the Lepoet village should be on the lookout for a man suspected of a double homicide of 2 women. The facts of the report are sketchy, but the suspect is accused of killing the women during a sexual encounter. The suspect is reportedly wearing nothing as he fled the scene in a hurry. ICU News will follow up on this story and bring it to you in a subsequent broadcast. Are you a religious person? Do you go to church? How high upon the pedestal do you place your religious leaders? Members of Prosperity Living Ministries are split when it comes to their love-hate relationship with, bear with me now, Honorable Doctor, Teacher, High Priest, Prophet, Moneywise. Now that was a mouthful. Anyway, Moore brings us this report.
The people of this congregation love me because they know that I am sent by God to reveal to them how to be prosperous in these hard economic times. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Thank you. So if this ministry requires $5 donation or $500 donation, they should be happy to donate, for it is written in Proverbs chapter 3 verse 9, honor the Lord with your wealth and with your first fruits of all your crops, as they know it will be fruitful. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
It was extremely heated Sunday morning inside Prosperity Living Ministries as 2 factions inside the church broke out in what could only be described as a war of words between the divided congregation. And administrative staff of the church had to call on the police after strong language and what were perceived to be threats were directed towards the leader of the parishioners, Prophet Moneywise. According to the ministry's members, the argument was sparked after all their beloved prophet's insane request for donations towards the church's ministry.
I don't think he's asking for too much. I mean, it's for the betterment of the church, its members, and our community. I can testify that ever since I have been coming to this church, my whole life has changed. I have been feeling such a strong sense of friendship. And Prophet Money always tells us exactly what each Bible verse means so that we don't have to burst our brains and think about it by ourselves. That Prophet Wise, he is such a caring man and so thoughtful. And let's not forget, such a handsome and thoughtful high priest. We are so fortunate to have him. He is amazing.
High priest? He must be high on drugs. Mi se se a bouk fou. Maman, tellement moun ka souffert. Mwen ka souffert. He asking for so much from us. I have wife, a child to feed, plus another one on the way. Where I stand, I show them other religions offering way better deals. I show them God require much less. Pities.
My sermons are all about prosperity. Whatever you give God, God will return to you. For it is written in Luke chapter 6 verse 38, give and it will be given to you. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
I don't understand these people. They're not reading their Bibles. I guess some do, some don't. I sure explain these scriptures properly to them, you know. Yo paka kopon. I guess I have to implement some extracurricular activities in Bible studies with an added small donation, of course, to the ministry. Hey Jesse, you got that? Extracurricular activities in Bible study.
Yes, Prophet. I'm writing it down as we speak. Extracurricular activities in Bible studies.
Thank you.
According to the police report, during Sunday's sermon, Prophet Money requested an offering of $500 from each member. He then went on to ask for $250 for those who did not have the $500, and asking the members to exercise their faith by giving, for the work of the Lord is important. According to the report, Prophet Moneywise even went as far as asking his flock to go to the ATM machine to get the money if they didn't have that amount of cash on them, which is conveniently located near the back of the facility.
Mate scare me with that one. That's true. I thinking that therefore Miss Bell to deposit the offerings towards the church. But what? Reality check, bro.
So you only now saw it for what it really is, huh?
Yes, my brother, man. It's high time some of the church leaders stop using poor people to get money and saying it's for the development of the church. No, this is called for his minister's development. You see that ship? I have to abandon that. Yes, sir. Let me go on Google it. Yes, sir.
So, tell me, is there really an ATM machine to the back of the church?
Yes, and ever since I've been coming here, that machine there, and it's so convenient too. Because let's say you have a little groceries to buy after the church service, and all the money already finished because you didn't give everything you have in the offering. You know, you can just run to the ATM at the back and replenish. Like, so convenient. Prophet Wise is just so thoughtful and concerning. Like, he's always looking after his flock. Such an amazing man.
Why does your church need an ATM machine, Prophet?
Doesn't a bank have an ATM machine?
A bank? A bank? A bank? This is a church, not a bank, man.
Well, I see it as the same thing. This is where my people, my members, can simply deposit their money, knowing that it goes towards our tireless ministry of this church. Think of it as them investing their money in this ministry.
Yeah, I'm sure. Your ministry, of course. But Prophet, if it is a bank, why can't they withdraw what they put in? You do realize it's nonsense you're talking, right?
What are you talking about? My sermons are all about prosperity. I show them how to manifest wealth, how to flip the bag, as they say. For it is written in Proverbs chapter 8, verse 18, "With me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity." So technically, they are making withdrawals. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Negro, what? Do you really believe what you're saying? Ou ka pale bêtises ou sav? Ou sa bouk fou sav? Like, are you insane? Are you?
No, my brother, of course not. How can doing God's work be insane? Those people who still follow me, who have no religion and low self-esteem, look how I changed their lives. How is that insane, huh? Just ask Miss Bell.
It's true, I can testify.
You see, I lying. You think I go make them other religions take my flock? Hour, not on my watch.
I've had enough of this BS. But I'll be back, Prophet Wise. I'll be back.
ICU News was able to catch up with another parishioner who had a different story to tell about their prophet Moneywise and his exploits. So, Sister Rebelfa, from the police report, I understand that you were the one who instigated the Rocker Sunday. Please, enlighten us and tell us why.
Well, first of all, my appears legally is uncle, so don't call me that. I not no sister. But you see that prophet is a fake, okay? And he showed out so much on that Sunday, eh? Like he come there talking about how to make the money, where to get the money, what to do with the money, nothing about love, forgiveness, compassion, just money, tout bagay c'est l'argent.
Amen, sister. Preach on.
Mwen ha di ou ma pièce c'est pas kouye mwen sa.
Sorry, continue, Miss Church. You were saying more money?
Now you know, it's not even about the money. It's not about the ATM machine he put in the church. It's about the fact that our dear preacher is a liar, a scammer, and worst of all, a cheater box.
Word? So, you mean he does be thieving flow Wi-Fi?
That's not what I mean.
Oh. I get what you mean. Word?
Yes, word. So one faithful Sunday, I happened to end up outside the office and I heard the voice of Sister Jessie Bell. That Jessie Bell. Now I knew it was her because I recognized her voice so well because she doing everything in the church. She leading worship, she reading announcements, she collecting the offering. I knew it was her. She there like Guy Joseph, minister of Tutbagay. You know what I'm talking about, of course.
Yes, I've been to church. Miss Jessie Bell, I find her to be very hands-on.
Hands-on? Hands-on, all right. Let me tell you. So I was at the back of the church and I heard a voice saying, yes, coupe. Then I heard the pastor voice replying, we, Mweka coupe sa half. Tot bagay say half. The car is yours, baby. I live in my wife for you just now. Is you I want. Bodie kai coupon. That's what I heard the pastor saying. I was well shocked, you. I could not believe my ears.
Ebe pakoti, you lie.
Yes, Pastor Moneywise and Sister Jezebel in an entanglement there in the church with the people money. Now I wanted to expose them in front of the church, but by the time I reached, I see everybody joining in already. So I couldn't expose them the way I wanted to expose them. But the congregation right. They right and I right to do what I do.
Well. Breaking news, all right?
All I want to know is the truth. All I want to know is what he doing with the money and how much money that day. That's what I want to know because I know that Sister Jessie Bell getting a cut in it.
Okay then. Thank you, Miss Church, for this information. Trust me, ICU News will put it to good use. You can count on it.
Y'all better put it into good use because you know these Jessie Bells already. Or was it Delilah? I don't know. This Bible verse is confusing me. But either way, fix them up. What prophet that is? Prophet troops.
So, Mr. Money, and forget about me calling you prophet, because you ain't no prophet, bro.
Me why this square?
This way. Anyway, we spoke to a former member of your church, and the consensus among your flock is that they would like to know exactly where their hard-earned dollars are going. Is it to the church's ministry or the ministry of Mr. Money's wallet?
Me why this square? Haven't you not read 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 3? If I give everything I have to the poor, even sacrifice my body, I could boast about it. Can I get an amen?
Amen, prophet. Preach on.
So what are you saying, man? You give to the poor? That's where the money goes?
Well, my brother, if that's what your interpretation of what I said, then believe it yourself.
You know what? You know what you two are? Liars and cheats, yes? Cheats. Because we have proof that the two of you are having an affair and don't deny it.
What proof? And yes, I will deny it because it's not true. Do you think a God-fearing man like myself, married for 10 years, would cheat on my wife? If I did, I hope the Almighty put me in handcuffs and throw me in jail for my sins. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Open up. It's the FBI.
FBI? What?
What did I do?
You see, cheating don't pay, And please don't follow blindly. Please do your research. Do your own research. And don't forget, please follow us on YouTube. Like and subscribe, guys. Oi, tell Mr. Christian Baptist outside, thanks for the help. Mash.